Alright, hello. I'm back. I had to think over what I wanted to play, because I have a bunch of fucking options. And it's just debating, like, what do I actually feel like playing right now? And nothing pleases me more than starting a new game without having finished any of my previous ones. Truly nothing in this life gives me pleasure as such. So I figure what could be a better option than actually trying Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which I've heard is a fucking incredibly long game, and it's a whole series. I've tried playing this game a few different times. I apparently have 5 hours in it according to Steam. Problem was, just I'd usually get to a point then get distracted. It wasn't that I disliked the game at all. I actually really liked it, but I was just like, off I go, and then I didn't come back as I tend to do. So let's try it again and expect something to be different for no reason at all. Something insanity. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio as I start. Oh wait, it actually launches with a configuration tool. Maybe I don't need to mute it. Let's see. Are you going to give me audio settings so we don't blast ears out? Hooray. Let's turn that way the fuck down. Turn that down a little below mid just to be safe. Excuse me. Let me check some settings here. Resolution 640 by 480. No sir. Texture quality standard bilinear. MIP mapping, I don't know what that is, so I guess on. Probably off, never mind. Frame limiter, 60 FPS. Vertical sync, turn off. Render target, on, I guess, I don't know. The rest of this looks fine. Oh, there's even a fucking setting to disable the opening logo and movie. That's pleasant. That's nice. Thank you, video game. That's a good option that more video games should do. Default movement run. Transparency off. Battle turbo rate. May as well set that all the way up. Field turbo rate. 2 times, I guess. I don't know what that is entirely, but start game. Okay. And let me, wait for it to actually show up. Oh. Cool. Alright, still a little loud. Oh, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, I can hear myself, cool. I can hear myself think. Oh, what is up with my fucking back, dude? Gonna go insane. Oh, most of them are here. In this menu as well. Most of the options. Fixed north, good. Alright, yeah, so I've played this game back in 2016 and then 2017. Yeah. Let's, pretend that didn't happen. Nightmare. Yeah, that sounds good. Normal. I'm cool with that. This is a sort of turn-based tactics positional RPG type of deal. Pretty old game as well, but it's a long-running series with like a handful of different side series with it. Hold on. Oh, my fucking back hurts. Ow. God, anytime past like week or two, after a handful of hours, my back starts to hurt, which is very unusual. Dad, Dad, where's Dad? Even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home on my smartphone with my hot dog. Girl's got the fucking glizzy all out waiting for him. Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm bored. Maybe I'll practice with my staff. I'm going to break all the pots and pans. Hello? Dad. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I have this bread loaf with me. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? God, look at his fucking face. In fact, let me. There we go. I can't overwrite his fucking face. Look at how fucking cocksure he is. I love it. Giggle, of course. Did you run into any trouble? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. What kind of present? A new fishing pole. The new J's. Something for my training. Maybe I raised you wrong. Maybe you're fucking stupid. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? Yeah, she said shoes. Like pretty clothes, they just get dirty. Jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. What's with the big blanket and the 2 feet sticking out of it? Oh, you're a sharp one. Why don't you come have a look? I got you this fucking battered and bruised boy. He is yours now. I must teach you how to be a mother early, so that when you are an adult, you will be ready. Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Why is my present a boy? Fucking throw the child at the other child. Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. You mean he's still alive? How dare you bring a living one in this house? You know we only eat dead meat. Kind of dead, if you ask me. I've treated his wound, so he should be in a stable condition. I love his face. I can't get over his fucking face. In the meantime, however, we need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove. Okay. Alright, I thank you for the free boy, who we hopefully have a room for. That's not like my bed or something. He sure sleeps. God, he sure smells different when he's asleep. He almost looks the same age as me. It's the first time I've ever seen I've seen black hair like that too. I almost read that very, very poorly. He certainly does have a nice head of dark. I want to sleep about that's creepy. Ah, he sure wow, Estelle, he sure is handsome, isn't he? Ah, this is actually just like, here's my headcanon. Cassius has like another family living nearby. It's like, arranged a marriage with my daughter now. They're like, no, your daughter's an idiot. She whacks people with sticks. Fucking middle of the night, he comes in, beats the shit out of the boy, takes him home. He sure is a cool-looking guy, huh? And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. How can you tell they're closed? That's nice and all. How about you come clean and fess up? Fess up, faux show. Who is this kid anyway, and why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you have sex with somebody else? I need to know this. Or even picking up these kind of words. No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. Yeah! For heaven's sake, that girl is just going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Yes, that is my job, thank you. Oh, look. He's waking up. Better get the suppressants ready. Get your whacking stick ready, darling. Wow, his eyes are amber. How did you know before this? Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Oh, you're gonna regret that. Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here. Please just try to rest. What? Yeah, that's a good response. What the hell are you trying to pull? What is this? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Okay, never mind. That's a little emo. That's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius. Jesus. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Fucking steps on his throat, killing him instantly. You're shouting loud for someone who's supposed to be heard. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm me, Estelle Bright. My daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Oh, yeah, I guess. Wait a minute, don't try and change the subject. Ow. You know what, yeah, it's kinda loud, let me know. I agree, that does hurt. My ears, slightly. I'm very fucking picky about my audio balancing, what can I say? Quit yelling! Alright, calm down. You jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal faster either. I don't care if you heal. I simply don't want you to be a burden. Die for all I care. Jumping on me like that's just going to make things worse. God, threatening child, fucking Cassius, bonk her on the head or something. The word of advice would be wise to not argue with Estelle while you're— Oh, no, he's a pushover. No wonder Estelle's fucking terrible. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something, huh? Your name, you know the thing people call you? I told you a mile away, don't you think it'd be unfair and impolite? Seems the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve your detriment. So wait, he knew Cassius's name in like some business, but didn't tell. Okay, my name is. Yo, time to input the name. Is what I would say, but you don't actually. You don't. This is a story-driven game. Having a named pro tag might fuck with that. Oh, and yeah, we get the anime OP. Sick. Means I get to take a drink. So when does this town explode? What's the ETA on that? Oh, that's weirdly smooth looking. That almost kind of like made my eyes cross. Clock? Is that a Chrono Trigger reference? Yeah, it's a nice big whack and stick you got there, Queen. That's a really nice big whack and stick. Huh? Oddly calm. Is this actually meant to be like an OP to the game, or is this showing the progress of time? I don't remember. Are you drawing tarot cards for yourself? I don't think that's how that works. Holy shit, he's loaded. Yeah, good luck with those fists when a bullet catches you in the face. I like this mixture of technology. We're clearly working with people who use like staffs and spears as weapons, but there's guns that are probably magic, and then there's also orbital bombardment. Orbital. Orbital? No, orbital bombardment. I said that right. Orbital. What am I saying? Yeah, I agree. Thumbs up. Bird woman. Her power? Bird. That guy? Terrifying. Did you see the fucking smile on that, Kazuya hair, man? Is it, not Kazuya. Whatever the Tekken guy is. Yo, 3D, whoa! We're going nuts on the budget now. Grandma. The Great Wall of China. Breath of the Wild Tower. I'm learning so much here. I'm not going to remember any of these characters until they show up in the game again. I remember her at least, kinda. Oh, look, there it is! It's the trail in the sky! We found it! We found it! It's the trail in the sky! I can't believe it. Easy game. Or found it. By the way, this is a very story-heavy game, so, don't expect me to play this super often or anything if I do. Though it does seem to have fun combat. Egg. I refuse to believe she knows how to read. So bright. You have blinds. Draw them when you go to bed, dummy. I slept like a rock. Okay, who are you saying that to? It must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Am I? Oh. Guess that's a no. Oh, it's not. That's a diegetic. Guess I better go get myself ready then. Harmonica playing pro tag. You know what? I'm behind that. It's better than, if it has to be a wind instrument, at least it's not like an ocarina or something. Like a pan flute. Can't think of many characters who play the harmonica. Why isn't she using her hands? Why isn't she using her hands? Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. I was already up when I heard you start to play. Or if you didn't do it outside my room, but you know. Can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. That mind woke the siren song of yours, gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. You mean woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Are they making out yet, or what? Tisk tisk, how wrong you are. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. Singular. That makes you something like my loyal Oh no. Something simpage relationship. That's the end of the joke. How fortunate for you. Could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. Really is a nice tune though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. Like your other songs too, of course, this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. Damn, you need to work on that one. Unless there's some story behind that, you need to like cut that word count in half, brother. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. Right, yeah, because they're very similar skill set. You blow people down, you blow in the harmonica, you bludgeon people with the harmonica. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right, I guess my problem is just that I don't do something that uses my... If I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Oh, she has ADHD. Nice, that makes sense. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. Glad they're relaying this to the player. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Ha, you're not going to impress me, please, Joshua. Haha, no, I don't really care, tee. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. What kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? I knew! Which is a shame, because she seems kind of like a bitch. And I don't know about the other two, but fishing is all I needed to hear. That's enough talk about hobbies for now. For your information, I graduated from bug collection a long time ago. Good! Okay, I'm behind this. Really, I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. You're living in a fucking wood shack, dude. They're gonna get in. Dad! Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. Hot dogs, yup. I guess it's supposed to be bread. Itadakimasu. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling? Haha. Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, are you a woman or are you a kid? Make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. Reminds me, you're finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right, it'll be a review of everything we learned up to this point. Once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you. It means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore. You're still a fucking idiot, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. Haha. Oh, if you want to be like an adult, you should be like me. Okay, fucker. I'm not afraid of a little hard work. I wish there's an auto. My back is acting up, so I'm adjusting a lot here. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of. I'll be so successful, it won't be long before I pass you too. Hell yeah, let's see what you're made of then. Let's not start a rivalry. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later today. He literally just said. Please tell me you didn't forget about the test. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training? Do you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Great. Oh, sorry, one second. Good timing. Totally forgot. Now you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long. Your brain is like a sieve. It's fucking pouring out your ears. You should be dead. That's sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic person? Okay, I appreciate that even though she's being kind of annoying, they're not truly just taking it. They're insulting her back. They're not even insulting each other. Cassius and Joshua are on a team up here. Good on them. You're the one that raised me. I definitely got it from you. Two of you act so much alike, whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon. Cher's gonna be waiting there. Okay, you know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Teleports out the chair. King Crimson's out of the chair. Before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat? Any requests? Something that I'd like to eat. How about Rouen-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? Needs a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle or our stomachs. What? What? Fucking fish? It's fish and vinegar. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. Our stomachs can handle that. Unless Rouen style implies you take a shit in it beforehand. You're right. I just want to see what kind of reaction I can get. The usual fried fish and omelet. Don't need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. Actually, I do have one favorite ask before you head out. I'd like you to get a copy of the Liberal News. I forgot it was called. Get me the Liberal News. I need the news on the liberals. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Money. Same money left over you can have as your allowance. Means no wasteful spending. I'm not going to buy it. Get owned. Goodbye. Give Shazard my regards. Or Sherazard, whatever. Oh, I thought I controlled Joshua. Oh. Holy shit, look at Joshua go. Damn. He really just does not want to be in front of me. Oh yeah, he will teleport. Oh, almost teleport, stay behind me. I love these models. I wouldn't call them high fidelity by any regards, but the fact they're like almost little claymation models is very PlayStation. Big fan of that. Can I interact with anything here? Clock is save, isn't it? Is there a save in the menu? Circle? Oh, that might not be right. File? Okay, well... Okay, circle's operating as it should otherwise. Uncomfortably high definition? I don't know if I'd call it bad by any means. I guess, like, yeah, it is, like, you know, 2K resolution, but... Which does make, like, the jaggies on the characters and such stand out. I don't know. I'm not playing at, like, a small screen. Just how it be. It looks like a GBA game. Yeah, it kinda does. Tapping out for a second. It kinda does? I think it's meant to be more like a PS1 thing. I don't remember if this game was originally on the, or PlayStation 2. I think this might have been originally a PlayStation game. But yeah, the models look like a GBA. Almost. They would be a really good looking GBA model. Like a really good looking one, but still. Ultra HD or Golden Sun. I think Golden Sun's a little more sprite. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be pretty good. I like that. Roland 49 Salgrenegate. I guess it's like meters. Right house. I'm glad we have a sign to our house. Oh, wait, holy shit. Wait, I could hold a right trigger to fucking speed up. Oh, yeah, there's literally like an in-game zoom fast forward option. And there's a different setting for walking around the world and versus combat. We made good time, not too early or too late. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. Man, dude, it took me years to figure out John 3:16. For God so something the world? I don't know. They got really mad at me the last few times I messed it up. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. You're in luck, today is our last day of training. Godliness earned Sunday school cash. Yeah, we leveled up our holiness enough. We got enough piety. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. I don't know why you expect to get away with any less effort. Yeah, alright. Get to it, make it through this last hazing from Shara. Look ready to me, let's go meet with Shara the Bracer Guild. I know where that is. Arms and guard, I do need to stop here to get the Liberal News. Hello. Hello there, Estelle. Joshua, you're up rather early. Did you come buy a new pair of shoes? Now you mentioned it, are there new ones? Like the newest Strigas? You're actually already forgotten why we came here to begin with. We're not here to shop, we're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad. Ahaha. You've always been a big collector of these shoes, haven't you? I'm afraid the new Stregas aren't. She literally collects shoes, like fucking Jordans. And she likes fishing. I don't know. She dropped the bug bullshit, so it's making it hard. I kind of don't like her personality, but she's hitting some buttons for me. After the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. We're in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training's over. Okay. I will hear about the Liberals later, no worries. Morning here, so crisp and fresh. It's about time I water flowers. I like talking to random NPCs in games like this. Partly because I like to sit there and consider, man, somebody out there had to place them around, somebody else had to make models for them, somebody else had to make the coding so that you could speak to them. Somebody had to write the dialogue, and all for what? So maybe 5 people ever talk to them, see what they have to say. The weather is so wonderful over by losing at the strange feelings I'm good. Yeah. This is like a... Oh yeah, Melder. So this is like your materia, if I recall. Still setting up shop. Seem to be here rather early. Good morning. Good morning. We appreciate you fixing the ornament lights the other day. Speaking of ornament lights... Sorry. I think part of the reason my back is getting hurt is I'm like trying to lean forward into my mic. Because it's just habit. I need to start bringing my mic closer to me, so I stop. Speaking of ornament lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? Get that replaced. Daily necessity. When I was a lad, there weren't any of these ornament thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, even ships fly in the skies. Back in the day, we had to fly of our own volition with our own 2 arms. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too easy? Oh no, Grandpa's talking about back in the good old day, he had to rub 2 sticks together. Well, have you learned to show your big trap? I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Fucking tons of sweat. It'd be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of hard work. Return. You're probably right, Return to the good old days. Hello, Freddy. How are these ornaments working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, still, it's not whether the ornament is good or bad. The problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought. You end up being slow to learn. You end up being dumb. If you'd start thinking... Try thinking, dumbass. Excuse me for sucking. Guau, guau, guau. No need to fight. Everyone's dumb. If you can get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to get better. I'm going to master using this, and you can keep it. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of those things either. Even you. But I can still become an engineer if I can't use one. Since you're aiming to become a bracer, you have to learn how. Something about the way the text is laid on top of like a transparent bubble is hard on my eyes almost. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just tired. Fate, that's a hell of a name. Look what the cat dragged in, still in Josh. Good morning, good morning. How's your father, Cassius? Doing well, may surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. My daughter's really wanted to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here. Give him a message. Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the old days. Hey Josh, how does Mr. Fate know Dad so well? Mr. Dad. I know they're friends and all, but I've heard that they were battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. Yeah, okay. My daughter really wants to see her dad. Oh, his camera perspective is also kind of weird too. It's like not quite top down, but so incredibly close to being so. Ah, that girl's so cute. Gotta be great. God, Thank you for telling me you're staring a girl down from the balcony. My dad's job is digging holes, hoorah. He finds lots of pretty rocks. They're called septium. Does he eat them as well? Most works in the Malga mine to the north of here. He left here at the crack of dawn. He's going to come home for days on end. Yeah, sounds like mining, alright. Oh. Oh, wait, then. Oh, I love how complicated this layout is. It's actually kind of neat. Farming, mining, and timber, those are the 3 major industries here in Roland. So, there's no exaggeration to say that these industries are what support Roland economically. The timber industry, which grows forest and in turn uses the tree as a resource, began at Queen Alicia's behest. Looks like my husband's gone to work. I better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. Okay. You see, sometimes there's lore like that. That's neat. Hey, how does this town make its money? It covers like all 3 of the major industries. Good morning. Two of you really become bracers? How'd you know? It's because working in the media is my future goal. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna join the liberal news. I will join the liberal news and take them down from the inside. Don't take my information lightly either. Okay. Two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Isn't it romantic? You two lovers are bracers who stand for justice. Feeling that juicy drama is about to unfold. We're family. You really don't understand anything. Josh was adopted and things could go either. You really don't understand this, do you? Yeah, you grew up together as kids, but he's adopted. So it's okay. Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Hi. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Disgusting child. Wow. Unbelievable, my husband knocked over his bookshelves again. This room is now so dusty, I can't go inside. Looks fine to me. Hello. Glory of the Kingdom, Compendium of Ornament Technology, Guide to the Roland Region, the Septian Church, and the Bracer Guild. Wonder where that book I just bought the other day went. So I'm gonna have to put these books in order. Yeah, imagine reading couldn't be me. That boy. Where could Luke have gone? To help without a bite of breakfast. Oh, come to think of it, I like that. It's interesting to know just basically every house in here is a one-room house. With beds, cooking, all of it just right there, except there's no bathrooms. Liberals want all siblings to marry each other. It's a conspiracy as deep and as old as time. It's no big thing on top of the desk. Okay. I'm Bracer. I live in a small rural town. Maintaining peace in the region is what my job is all about. Today I received some job requests from a few clients. I set off for where duty called. My first job was to milk some cows on the farm nearby. The next was to help turn over some fields. Who was anyone kidding? That kind of job was a cinch when it came to my skills with a pitchfork. For my last job of the day, I was to babysit. First I thought watching a bunch of kids would be easy, it turned out I was wrong. To my dismay, there were 7 whiny kids in the house. Even for a professional like myself, 7 kids are a bit much. I'm a bracer, I'll do my duty. Oh cool, okay, so bracers aren't even necessarily like contract mercenaries. They're just contract temp jobs, nice. Bracer for knight is goofy. I don't know, I think it's a cool name. I don't think they're knights necessarily so much as they are like a guild of contract mercenaries. I'm not quite sure. It's not like they're actually like government knights or something. Geohound. Okay, to be fair, I love goofy names like that. Maybe I'm biased, but I love goofy names like that. That is extremely goofy though, you're right. I got to work and cradled the ones who wouldn't stop crying, changed their messy diapers, broke up fights over toys. He managed to do a ton of small jobs around my client's house, like washing the laundry, cleaning up, taking their dog for a walk. Even when I got hungry and felt like I had no more energy to go on, I didn't forget about my duty report to the guild. If I gave up, what a loser I'd be in front of everyone. After going through all this, arriving at the guild, the other bracers in the office stared at me in amazement. That's right, you guessed it, I'm famous for being a bracer in this town. Other bracers paying attention to me like this is what I have to deal with every day. They're probably all just jealous of my spear skills. Anyway, where were we? Okay, I remember now. So I was on my way to report to the receptionist when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the collar from behind. Turning around, I realized it was someone more scary than a monster. It was Dad! No! After thwacking me a good one on the head, he yelled so loud that everyone could hear. So you think you just run off and play bracer every day without ever bothering to help your mother out around the house? After that, my dad dragged me all the way home and lectured me until who knows when. Okay, so this isn't actually a bracer, it's a kid's journal. Didn't do anything wrong, what the heck, I'm a self-appointed bracer. I identify as a bracer. Today I'm off again to maintain peace in the region, solve whatever problems need solving. Good job, kid, keep it up. I go try fighting monsters out in the field, that will surely go well. Yeah, let's get some beer at like 9 a.m. I've already made arrangements regarding lumber. Looking into Septum right now. Move. Simon listened to me and listened well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber in Septium. Ignore the potential risk I'm gonna buy is... okay. They're investing. Hi, Bob. Crunch, smack, slurp. No, Bob the builder, stop. No. Got so hungry working in the mines. Been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Could be that you're on a date together. Yeah, right. Haha, no, we don't like each other. Teehee. I can agree with that, Rowan. Thank you. Is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career goal and is working hard to achieve it. Everyone is forced to go through Sunday school. You will remember all 10 commandments. We will drill this for weeks on end just so you can hopefully begin to remember. As expected, you're a bit different than everyone else. Will they, won't they, should they relation? Yeah. More. You see, Roman's actually playing the drowned snapkick game correctly. He does one, waits for me to drink, then does another. Instead of spamming like 10 all at once, in which case I sip a single time. Good job, buddy. You know what, fuck it. I'll give you the next 3. Is there something wrong with that? Not all, I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route. That's right, Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. June said for all us to go and visit her sometime. So Tio decided. I wonder if that's ever remotely relevant. Hello. Wholesome. Ah, that is some wholesome pasta. I give that a wholesome award. I'm gonna post this pasta on r-wholesome. Ah, everyone will love it. Faulkner. I started working here because the owner said he'd let me manage the bar after they started the morning and lunch service. However, I've been more of a waiter than anything. Damn, you issue. Nope. Hello. Yo, still Joshua, or need a pair of early birds today? Good morning, good morning. Response to the request. My customers started offering today's special is wholesome pasta. Superbly al dente. Yep, that's correct, Roman. That's correct. Not only did they not approve the new one yet, it's still pending. It's not like it was denied. They now deleted one of my other ones. Because Smooth Brain was apparently breaking the rules for bullying. Everyone from Sunday school seems to decide on career or goals. Wait. Oh yeah, you're listed. Didn't realize. Is this? Oh, it's just back there, okay. Kind of confusing perspective, especially since I can't turn the camera here. Excuse me. Probably the correct call, though. If they fully rendered this entire area, that would be, like, way more work. Let's see, yesterday's sales totaled. Okay. I'm kind of skimming over some of these if they're any, like, interesting to read. Goodbye. I'm body blocking the other kid. Cool. Literally my fault. Yeah, literally. No, there was an actual Smooth Brain reviewing the emotes. Take me. Oh. Yeah, I like that Pat's supposed to be chasing the other kid. Now it's the other way around. Good work. Proud of me. I'm just on my way over to the forest in Mistwell, just south of here. It's a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. We get enough raid for the order I received. Ah, Jesus. Okay, frames are known to dip. Oh, there's... Oh, it's like a clock tower. Okay, cool. So I get murdered here. Mr. Paddington. Now I know that voice from somewhere. Ho, ho, ho. What have we got here? Cassie says naughty daughter and naughty daughter. Clever son. Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. Wait, what, I haven't seen you in like 3 years? Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington? The place has become somewhat of a new home for me. I tend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock. From whomst? What's wrong? Something on your mind? It's nothing. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Haha, wink. Okay. Don't know why that needed that interaction, but cool. See you later. Word around the office, you got a fat clock, better guard it. Word around the office is you got a fat clock. I don't even remember the rest of that scene. Hello. Loading Hotel Roland, you here spend... Oh, is this a healing service? Vern, it's us, don't you remember? Haha, I was just joking, teehee. Practicing my greetings, haha, teehee. Do you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while being courteous at the same time? Probably because he can. You know what? I agree with that. If you could mess with people that well, you would. I do. Can't break into the linen office, sadly. The office for linens. Yeah, that's right. I can just break into people's rooms. This hotel only has 3 rooms available. I mean, I guess it's like a bit of a small village back here, but, huh. I don't know if you'd call this a village or not. Like, this seems like very modern architecture. Ignoring they got magic for streetlights, of course, but the actual architecture of the building seems pretty modern. Oh, cool, we can go to Sunday school. Hello. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My wife is in Estelle and Joshua. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. Oh, okay, never mind. Hello, Father. Father Divine, of course it is. It's been a while since I saw the both of you. Impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days. Okay, so wait. Is it state mandated for them to go through church school, and Sunday school isn't even necessarily, like, just learning whatever religion this world has? It's also, like, teaching them to get a job. Interesting. State mandated religion is usually not a good end, but I like the rest of it. So have you changed your attitude on life since you graduated? Haha, a bit, haha, T. Looks like there's a little time before morning mass begins. How about I give you both a special sermon? Yeah. No thanks. Why am I getting thrown in the mix here? What the hell, I want to learn. It's school, but on Sunday. Right, but it's... I don't know, you know what I mean, fuck you. Sister May, it's almost time for mass. Maylene is right here. Best hurry along. Do you just keep the Torah ready there to read? Because it looks like another copy's right here. Weird. Oh. Oh, this is a nice little balcony. I question why you would build just that one little balcony. But okay. Seems like a bit of a waste of effort. Why is this spot like purple on the mini-map? Weird. Oh, maybe I can use that forge for something later. Oh, hello. Still Joshua. Aren't Luke and Pat, they were here just a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off, went somewhere. Oh, if I remember, this is actually like a dungeon right here, that little sewer. That's about as far as I ever got in this game, was basically just that. Hello. Top of the morning. Good morning. You're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, today is your last day of training. So you remember you saying something about the last time I heard, how do you run the store? That's right. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Now, Stella, on the other hand, you're gonna die. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys, says to her face. Really? So I guess that scatterbrained train isn't something new, huh? Give you a head injury if you don't shut up. Don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, let's not fight. I'm the one insulting you. Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Yeah, maybe. Good morning, Stella. Ah, wait. Stella and Stella. You stole her name and just put an E in front of it. You're on your way to bracer training. Gotta pass the exam, be as good bracer as Shira too. By the way, Stella, why are you looking at me like that? Haha, Tahit. Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them? You smell! Josh is so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Come on, please. I promise I wiped. I don't do that anymore, right, Josh? Now you mention it. You did take off from home the other day with your hair all in a mess. Ugh. It's only because it was an emergency. Mr. Rhinon got the newest Strega brand sneakers in on that day. Yes? You listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take a bath. Uh-oh, stinky. Your appearance is messy. You won't look like someone that people can trust. Estelle, you have to wash your hands. If you do not wipe after using the toilet, so help me God, nobody will take you seriously. Your appearance is a reflection of what's on the inside. Okay. A smell? That's that. How about both you get over to the guild? A smell? That's yeah, new nickname. There we go. Just can't argue. You see, that's why I like doing these random conversations when I can. Every now and then there's a bit of a gold nugget to pick out. There's a joke to be made there after a smell, but I'm not quite that foul. Not right now, anyways. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized members of the Bracers Guild. Good luck. Okay. We'll do our best. Thank you. Right, so I think she's like the lady who gives you side quests. I think there's also like a bunch of side quests that are timed. Not like real time, but like you have to do them before progressing the story. So, hell yeah, Hundo run, oorah. The Star and the Hanged Man. Right, so that's Jotaro and Glass Reflection guy. No, Mirror Reflection guy, I think. The Hermit and the Magician, that's Joseph and Abdul. Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune, so that's inverse car. How do you forget Wheel of Fortune? Wheel of Fortune is literally just a car. His stand is a car that runs you down. That's all it is. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning. Yeah, no, Estelle, you need to wash, take care of yourself, be taken seriously. Sherazard, on the other hand, can have a boob window up and ready to go. It's a rare occasion for both of you to show up so early. Well, it's my last day of training. I figured, why not? Ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer. I give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today. In every way I can, make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even thinking of it like diss-wise. I was just trying to remember the character because that's all I associate Taro with. But you know what? That's true. If someone tries to, like, if you get, like, a girl like, I drew, the upside-down, lovers. Like, oh, yes. Upside-down lovers. I, too, have watched that episode of JoJo where, she nearly forces Polnareff to lick the toilet. Is that gonna happen to me? That sucks. Thank you for your time. They just walk away. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Wait, you. Or the Binding of Isaac, that works too. Every time I teach you something, except I hate the Binding of Isaac. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. I think you might be dumb. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears. Okay. So usually I really have a thing against characters like Estelle who are like bratty and cocksure themselves, but it's fine because literally everybody is making fun of Estelle, so it balances out really well. Not even a joke. Joshua! Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. I'll make sure her brains stay inside this time. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is over-naive, tendencies to stick her nose into everything, doesn't shower, doesn't flush, collects bugs, eats the bugs. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice. Eventually, probably. Guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a second. Are you insulted? Somehow I get the feeling you weren't standing up for me. Hold on, the neurons are firing. Let me... You see, this is where we could use the smooth brain emote if I had one! That's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face is really intent. Oh, this. I'm trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Yeah, vague is the right word, as tarot cards tend to be. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret. I can't take tarot card reading seriously, even in a magic world where it might actually be real. Just, oh man, I drew cards out and it wasn't immediately clear to me that I could make up something vague. Oh well, these things are known to happen. It must just be in the cards. No, my chakras are all shuffled. Oh no, my chakras, I dropped them everywhere. They fell out of my pockets. Couldn't read the cards. That's surprising here. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. That's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I like that they called her like, oh, she's like really hard ass, and then she has like a fucking little 3 mouth, like a :3 mouth. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge bracers should have in order to function effectively. 1. Learn to breathe. 2. Learn to walk. 3. Learn to eat. And Estella, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Okay. Estella, your Tom, pay attention. Oh, yeah, and then we get tutorial stuff. Orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on the structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, every other day products to weapons, magics, even airships. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Ah, yes, I love materia. Bracers. Thank you for asking me what a bracer is. I'm glad the last few years of training have paid off. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which is established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. So, I take it they're not necessarily aligned with the government? Rather, they are, like, just the de facto, mercenary work group, I suppose. But they're also just a little bit of everything. Kingdom of Liberal. I don't know something to say liberal. It's ILBERL, so it's like liberal. How do you say other than liberal? I can't. I can't take it seriously. Adventures Guild with the worst name. Yeah, kinda. Though I don't care what you say. Bracers is cool. The Kingdom of Liberal in which we live sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Okay, to be fair though, if you're going to throw a bunch of made-up names at me, especially fantasy kingdom names, I appreciate that they just have an entire section at the start that says, here is the location, here are neighboring locations, this is their relevance, here's like 3 names you have to remember. Go. Playing Kingdoms of Amalur recently, that was very bad. That was very bad about that, because it's like, okay, there's 50 kingdom names on top of like names for different factions, but those factions could also be races, and there's like 2 or 3 different races of generic humans that might or might not also be factions or sub-factions. Unironically, I tend to hate fiction names. I hate fantasy names, I should say. Just because they're not always bad themselves. Like Roland, Bose, Granule, I see over there. Those are fine names. Just, they get introduced stupidly, which is why I like Final Fantasy XIV. It does that much better. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of Septium on the continent. It is known for its high-level technology used to develop ordnance. Ordnance technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. We did airstrikes. That tends to help. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Excuse me. Okay. I don't want to learn anymore. I know things. Arab Oniand. Yeah, you get a lot of stupid... Like, that's at least... I can put together some of that, because Arab, Oni, and... Those are 3 words. But, like, fresh... Made up words. I hate that shit. Let's see, since we've got an amount of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to practical portion of your training. Shira, how's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Well, it's practical, dummy! That means you'll be experiencing things firsthand, therefore I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. There won't be any studying at a desk, and I don't have to sit down and think? Hooray! I'm glad I skipped my Ritalin today! That's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. Make sure you have your make you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Hooray! I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked on a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all right and cheerful. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Alright, let's get cracking my first objective. Do I get paid for this if it's a real job? Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job. For that, there's something that we need to give to both of you. Are you ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get 1 for each of yourselves. Hooray. Give me my badge or watch, whatever. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Oh. I mean, it's a notebook. I feel like I could replace that pretty easily. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Anything you may hear, anything you may find and where, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. Yes, it's my detective notebook. If I lose it, someone might, find my notes on where the sewer monster is. It's in the sewer. RPG tried to introduce a character by casual conversation that doesn't seem natural at all. Two brothers meeting at a cafe and be like, hello, my brother Esmond Gishilbart. It is such a joy to see you on your off day from working at the militia in which you've been training for the past 2 years now to become a landsknecht. How fareth your wife, Milia Maximilian? She needs still to tend to the flowers, the items. Yeah, that's fair. This game was actually doing that a bit at the start, but it was at least brief about it. Like, I understand that that is simply the fastest way to go about it without showing you the entire history, but that's also why a good story writing tip is start at the start. Look like generic RPG Maker ones. Because I'm pretty sure this is by Falcom, I think, so this is the kind of game that inspired that type of art from RPG Maker. To be quite real. Exposition dump is considered good writing? Yeah. No, everybody loves having a dump truck dumped in their face. No matter how insignificant something may seem, write it down. God, writing. Ugh. Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure that keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. Get the program, stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is. Okay, make sure you do. Alright, let's get begin. Look over by the door, you can see there's a bulletin board standing there. Yeah. They like this right here, like, yeah, I'm sure they know this. I guess it's a little better this way to present it as if they don't know this information, but there's no logical reason they shouldn't understand how a bracer functions with their job by this point. They've been training for it. First, I want you to go check the job description posted there. Exclamation mark will appear, pressing OK will display. Okay. Retrieval. Term. Long. Client Shazara, pay 500, details, direct request. Training will involve searching the sewers, meet the rolling. Oh, yeah. Okay, the sewer is the, okay. Is, the first job. Instead of mandatory extreme basics. Yeah, I can agree with that. And this game does, I mean, it did it a little bit when we were upstairs, because you could just say, no, I'm good, go past all that information. I don't know. As much as I like having the option myself, I also recognize some people out there are stupid. There are people out there who will see the option to skip the tutorial, skip it, and then blame the game when they can't figure it out. Looks directly at Aaron Hansen. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, just give us the option to skip it, especially in a game that's as in-depth and long as this is. Yeah, that too. You're never going to know, and people who don't know will still try to skip it and figure it out because they think it's funny. And then they get annoyed with the game, they leave it a bad review due to basically their fault. At the end of the day, you still could mash through all this text if you want, but it's like, I don't blame the game. Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab. Access Bracer Book shortcut. Okay. Very good. Looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions Bracer performs in the job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty. I'll talk about duty! It's starting to cramp my style. Yeah, and like, someone with a decent functioning brain can probably still figure it out through gameplay if the gameplay is any level of intuitive. But most people are stupid. When they're creating video games, they have to create them for stupid people. Also, I just realized the construction man is here and he's banging on the floor already. I probably have to stop soon. I hope that doesn't pick up on mic. You have to go to the lake and fish for a golden scale. Not paying attention at all. This game bullshit. No idea what to do. This game's such bad games. Yep. That's why I've never taken him seriously. I I've only ever enjoyed Aaron when he was bouncing off John. And when John left Gang Grumps, I never watched it again, and I feel better off for it. I'm sure Danny's entertaining, but I could not stand Aaron at all. Bullied me out of the tutorial house. Yeah, you see, that's a different experience, and it's very funny. There's an equal level of responsibility in jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. Okay. I'll have to be more I'll have to get motivated. Let's get motivated. That's so. How to change a heart, have you? Yeah! Oh, I've been monitor capturing this whole time, I just realized. Let's change that. I don't know if that's affected performance at all, but... There we go. Where all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What we'll be doing. John plus Aaron equals strange, unique, and familiar. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. I understand when people find Danny entertaining. Like, I can believe it, but I kind of find him bland. I don't know, not to insult the dude, I just don't enjoy their commentary, especially as a duo. Because Danny himself could probably be entertaining, I believe it, but when he's stuck with Aaron, it becomes bland. John and Aaron was so much more enjoyable, but that also had to do with the fact that Aaron was a different person back then. Like, without knowing the dude personally, right? Let's put that out there. I think most people could look through the history of Ego Raptor and see he kind of changed as a person after John went by. Really don't like JonTron? I completely disagree. I think he's hilarious. His recent YouTube work has been nothing but hits. Like, it is insane that he manages to remain funny despite having, like, completely swapped to just random conversations and topics. Oh, you see, I never even watched any of the ones when Oni was on. But yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I can... Okay, John seems like a bit aloof. But he's a good entertainer. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. And I really, really, really don't care for any of the drama surrounding him. He's already walked it back himself. Everyone's just agreed, like, okay, you, one, didn't quite know what you were saying. And you've already said, like, yeah. So, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if my entertainer is a meanie poo-poo head. I could care less. I watch him to be entertained. That's the end of the story. He's very unreliable, often drunkish, and so on. You see, and I could imagine that's true, but on one hand, I've never heard that myself, and in fact, I've heard the opposite, that Aaron, especially Aaron's wife, was rude to John and his wife. But I kind of don't care. I mean, if the end of the day, the person's entertaining, and I get an entertaining video out of it, I really could care less for behind the scenes. They take their own jokes serious. Yeah. And to be fair though, if John's upload schedule is anything to, like, judge by, I could understand him being unreliable. He doesn't upload very often. There's a handful of years he went by, and he clearly had, like, a studio ready. So the fact he doesn't make more stuff is, strange. But hey, if he's only putting out good stuff, then fine by me. Paying across the street to Mr. Miller's Orbital Factory, learning about how to use the services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things. Make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Remember, kids, be polite when we go to the Walmart. Here's where you'll learn how to use an Orbital Factory services. I've wondered it too, and I've actually done some deep dives. Like, into just JonTron and Game Grump history before. But yeah, a lot of, like, the more modern JonTron stuff, I don't know. He clearly does have a team. Like, the whole Game Jam video clearly had a whole team behind it with, like, wacky skit-esque stuff that just came out of nowhere and was pretty unfitting, I would even say. But he still manages to put out some really good stuff. So it's like, are you just, like, once a month or something, and once every 3 months getting the team together and saying, okay, we're making something? How do you have a dedicated team like that and you can only put out a video 3 times a year? At Orbital Factory, you can modify orbments, synthesize, support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. Brace your business, pretty risky occupation. The guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyways, this is about as much as I can explain. The technical details to the expert. Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind... His name's actually Melders. Wouldn't mind taking over. Let's see. Yeah, no, I thought he was, Hungarian. Or, no, Turkish. I thought he was Turkish. Was it Hungarian or Turkish? No, one of the two. No problem, leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Ornaments, I guess. Ornaments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, so on are also types of ornaments. Hungarian? Oh, yeah, Iranian. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle ornaments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each ornament is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Right, we get kind of like almost like a Final Fantasy X orb install type of thing. I don't know. Something like that, because these also determine what abilities you have. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. Oh, actually, I guess the more like apt comparison would almost be Path of Exile. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot's open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory. Like this, it'll take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. Recommend opening them all as soon as possible. What's that you want to know? Arts. Simply put, arts are magic, which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle ornaments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they're almost universally referred to as arts. And I'm trying to think, I feel like there's 10 other games that call them that. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, the corresponding quartz must first be synthesized. Yeah, we should have called them arts, so when I say, oh yeah, I work in the arts field, and somebody decides to fight me to see whose art is better, like, no, I paint pictures and then I die. So they cast Firaga on me. Ornaments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts can also change depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. If you want to use water, you have to install quartz with a water element. In reality, ornaments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice. In reality, it's really complicated technology, but you put the thing on, you get magic. Please believe me. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. You will not be able to harness any of these effects till quartz has been installed. There are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your ornament to decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. Okay. Sepith are fragments of septium, which are dropped by monsters. They're divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, earth, brown, wind, green, time, space, and mirage. Time, black, space, gold, mirage, silver. Space should have been like purple or black. Time should have probably been white or mirage. I don't know. Mirage being silver, I guess, works. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere. At the orbital factory, it can be used to synthesize quartz to open ornament slots in which to install synthesized quartz. This is just money, right? Oh wait, no, I should write this down. Bye. Looks like Mr. Melders answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have both of you try and use the services. Let's see if you know how to shop. Let's see if you can exchange money for goods and services. That amount you two should be able to synthesize via quartz when you begin by making elemental. Any element works for Estella. You, Josh, it has to be a time element. Normally at a shop, you'd be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use the service. Learn to talk to people. It's like, I think the hand is most of the usual, but then it's also time, space, and mirage, yeah. So it's 3 extra than the usual. But there's also a lot of different characters in this game you can play as, I'm pretty sure. Good work so far. Good work, you said hello to me. If you need to use the orbital factory, give Freddy a holler. Okay. Modify. So what do I need to do? I forgot. Openable. I assume I need to open it. This is Estelle, so she has... What, earth and water slot? Is that what these are? Okay. Oh. Oh, I guess I just need to slot. Quartz. Oh, yeah, so, like, the different elements also correspond to actual stats. It's like, time is speed, wind is agility, which I guess that's dodge rather than action time. Fire is attack, water is HP, earth is defense. So, like, I'll give Joshua action, and I guess I'll give Estelle. Oh, but attack is also minus defense. That sucks, but whatever. That means she dies faster. Good idea. Huh? Wait, oh. I thought I was supposed to slot it. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot. Modify trade, yeah. Was I just supposed to create one of each, I guess? I forgot. Smooth brain kicking in. Hello, Nugget. Oh, can I... No, I have gold and silver as well, but I can't make those. Is that all I need to do? When you increase the arts you can use, install quartz into your ornament so you can use both recovery and attack. Quartz can be installed on the ornament screen. The ornament screen is utilized by selecting the ornament tab in the main menu. Oh, so you just do this from here. Cool. So I don't need to go to the shop to swap this stuff out. That's nice. Oh, yeah, and each of these actually gives me, like, a different set of attacks as well. So you get Firebolt, Tear, Aqua Bleed. I assume this is probably a heal. Can I just, like, see the name of the ability? Heal 200 HP. Okay, cool. Then shoot a heavy stream of water. So water dictates... water is, like, the healing type. Then... Speeds up the flow of time. Speed plus 25%. Emits a time-space shaking pulse. Faint 20%. Alright, boys, it's time to clock up. Don't you dare clock in. Alright, looks like you got both recovery and attack arts set up. You balance your arts out between each other. Should make dealing with monsters easier. Additionally, your bracer notebook contains information about which quartz allows you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz in your bracer book. Check out the enclosed instruction manual. Alright, training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot. The more slots you have, the broader range of choices. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening slots, it'd be a good idea to open them. They're really hammering the mechanics in, which I guess I don't mind because it is a little complex. Several of each type of elemental set with, right? I'm gonna play Estelle. Open one up. Because she's gonna be healing for now, I guess. Oh, okay. Hello. So you managed to... So wait, was that part of her weapon, or is that part of, like... Is that just her innate, like, line? So you managed to open one of your orbit slots. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular element, you are free to install any type of quartz you'd like. But it looked like those ones were specific. Alright. Concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on. What you've been waiting for, qualification test. I didn't use it. Test? You forgot again, dummy. Did I not remind you this morning? Now that you mention it, I do remember talking about something along with breakfast. In fact, now that you do mention it, I do remember breakfast. Symptoms of fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Good, I'm glad she's getting bullied. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready. About a little less yapping, a little more walking. Pull her by the pigtails. Help me. Alright, thanks guys, bye. Good luck, we'll be rooting. Going to remember you left me high and dry. In your greatest moment, I will let you fall. Anyways, let's go back to Estelle's natural habitat, the sewers. While your training has finally come down to this, your qualification test will begin here. Expect to see about the use what you learned up to this point. Okay. What? Sarah? What now? It's kind of worrying. This is not going to be a paper test. Yeah, no, we're going to start writing out here in the street. Cassius drop you on your head as a child? Yes! You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? And? and I even made you jot down what you read. You see, I like to think that not only is this making fun of Estelle as a character, this is making fun of any player who's going, wait, what's going on? What's happening? Huh? Oh, what? They are now directly making fun of those players too, and I appreciate that. This is why you need hard-on tutorials. Pretty sure this job listing mentions searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells? What a relief. Sparkles loudly. Oh, a divine adios? I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace bestowing upon such wonderful gifts as sewers that I may go swim among the sludge and crud. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test, and where you're acting all crazy back at the Oracle Factory. Where you feel the nostalgia, all those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories. I'm starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate. Why do you have to go, oh, let me be positive? Alright, time to kick you in. It's supposed to be a test, how about both of you try at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for you. We'll be fine. Tell us what you want to do and let us loose. I just said it's in your notebook. If you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not blowing hot air at the result of your test? As you go solve, this test will be a search conducted and roll in sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. Layout of the sewers is extremely simple. If you somehow get lost, you have an issue. However, these are real living, breathing monsters down here, so if you get careless, let down your guard, you will be sorry. Let me give you this word again. Nice. Another book. Called a monster guide. It's used to record information about monsters and other opponents. Whenever you figure out an opponent's attributes, you make... Oh, so... Okay, cool. I get to slap them with different elements, then find their weakness. Hooray. This game had it figured out before SMT did. Sounds pretty straightforward. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle. Exactly what I'm saying. You got... Wow, Joshua, you're so smart and cool and handsome. Pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip. Get pumped and not... You see, so going back to like what Roman said about the like games faking casual conversation, this isn't even casual conversation for the sake of like explaining the characters or lore dumping. There's like a handful of these bubbles I feel could be cut, and it would just be like faster paced. But I also think there are people out there who legitimately think that this is like character building somehow, or they completely and utterly like fall in love with characters because they speak in really stilted, mundane ways. Give me a sec. I probably should call it a day. I really want to keep going, but I should probably call it a day. Oh, wait, right. I can't really check there, can I? Am I logged in? No. Can I save here? I might have to call it a day. I probably have like 2 hours or so, but there's literally a man banging the floor right across the wall, so... Here, you know what? Let me save over this as well, just so I never go back. Good work, team. Alright. I guess that's me for the day. I am actually having a lot of fun with this. No one falls in love with you, though. Damn. Damn. Understandable. Relatable. Amen, brother. Full cell life. Is there anybody I'm following I can raid real quick? Maybe Sentai. I'm gonna see if there's somebody else playing either Etrian Odyssey or this game. No, probably just Etrian Odyssey. If I raid with this game, it's gonna be spoilers. Otherwise, I am done for the day. Oh no, there's nobody streaming Etrian. Cool. So, I guess I'll just raid Sentai. Just playing Chibi Robo. Got nothing better to do. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Admittedly, I'm probably going to be way too tired for tomorrow. Day after, though, almost certainly we'll probably get back to some Stardew. I'm really enjoying Etrian in this. I was not sure if I'd enjoy streaming these two games, but I am. And as long as I remain in the mood to stream them, things will be fine. I hope. Have a good one, gang. Thank you for any follows and subs and raids. Always greatly appreciated. Join the Discord if you want. Yeah. Bye-bye.